and fro here and there, looking for love everywhere.
More leaves for the rest of the year. Try it and you attach your resignation letter.
Noted, ma. Sorry.
You didn't give me your number, so I came with my friends to collect your number. Shoma.
This is
A nuisance. Security! Come on, get these clowns out of here.
More at this woman now, boys.
Hey, so sorry.
Thank God,
Good
Jimmy,
afternoon, Mr. Obiora.
Yes, Jide, how are you?
Get this out of here. You know him?
Yes, I know him very well. Mr. Obiora here bought this place this morning and even paid cash. And technically now he's your new landlord. And that means he's my new boss.
Put your number here so I can take my friends away and stop being a nuisance. Don't worry. There's a lot of backlash, or what do we call it now? Like a lot of people just were antagonizing the entire thing because they don't understand the concept of love in itself. Yeah. We're very feisty in this part of the world. We're very, you know, why I love you, why do you love me? You know, like, you know, so, you know, but, you know, having... So I just feel like when I read the script, and I felt like that was the only way I could interpret it, because I wanted it to be the most genuine. I wanted it to be as raw as possible. And then this is a guy who most probably is not in the same educational status as this girl. And then, but he had wealth. He had something that could make up for what he was lacking. And he used it to the best of his abilities. And I feel like that's what a lot of the average Nigerian man, I don't even want to talk about Igbo people or Yoruba people. If you are not as educated and you can cater to her, you would level up somehow. You would just look for a way to fill in the gaps, you know, and that's what I just tried to sell, and somehow it just worked.
Like you buy the building she works in.
Yeah. No, so
I mean, I wonder.
you know, there was a backstory to that. So he didn't buy the building because that was where she worked. He bought the building because he was a businessman. So it happened that she was working in the building that he bought. And then when he found out that that was where he worked, or where she worked rather, he was like, oh, I should make an entrance.
Exactly.
Now that this is my building, I should
leveling up. That's you pass the level.
Are there similarities? Are there any similarities between you and Odogu Panama? Well, is there anything that you feel like, me and this guy like that? I'm just asking for my sisters out there.
I would say I love love, you know, but I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not going to buy any building to get a number. I'm not doing that. But I mean, we're Igbo. I'm Igbo as well. So, but apart from that, I'm a little bit more.
You're not ready to buy any building?
No, not me today. But I don't think I'm a little bit more educationally qualified than he was, you know. So, but and I think education just spoils a lot of things, because there's certain things I might not want to do, you know, because of my exposure and, you know, certain things. But I'm not alien to this person, so I had to find it somewhere on my inside. So it's there somewhere.
It's there.
Bring it out.
It's in me, but I can't bring it out just yet.
Yes.
So
you can't bring it out yet, but it's there. Everybody has that Odogu.
Yes. We know we can do it.
Your account.
That's the thing. It's not doing it for us.
It's your account. How far you go? Okay, so you talked about, you know, how you worked on set. So that means you were given the liberty on set, you know, to actually depict the role. Then talking about the Odogu part of it, a lot of people actually said that, you know, you overplayed the role. Yeah. That some people said Igbos don't love that way. While some people said, true, Igbos are simps. They love, in fact, they do worse than what you actually, you know, did in the movie. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, so For me, first it was poetic license. You know, as a creative, I just did it the way I would do it. Another actor could have interpreted it or delivered it differently. But I didn't do it based off of any ethnic group or anything. I just played it the way Uzor would play or interpret. That was Obiora. So what I did, the moment I became the character, I wasn't thinking of anything else, right?
Crazy, that's my brother's name.
Are you serious?
Obiora is my brother's name.
But Igbos are known to train women through school. Then we've heard a lot. I think I've heard more Igbos training women through school, and then the ladies ended up leaving them at some point, you know, than any other tribe. So if you say that, it's not alien for the Igbos to do that. You know, I know that Igbos will take care of you, take care of your sister, take care of your mom, build a house for them, you know, just take on everything. So it's I wouldn't say that, I don't think that I overplayed it. I did it the way I would have loved to play it.
Well, let me ask you, if you were like an actual Odogu Parara, would you take on such?
I'll do more.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll do more.
I'm talking about.
You train the village.
Oh, come on.
All right, so I want us to move a bit away from, you know, love in every word. I mean, you did fantastic in it,
Thank
but
you.
we know that that's not the only thing that you do. I have a short
As
video.
someone may I. As someone. May I? Luciano! I greet you specially. It's all about you. It's all about you too. Pressure. Let me die. Because something must kill a man. What a skin. Hey, God. You look at the way hair just slip on your body like mattress. As someone eat it too much. Let me tell you, no need for long talk. I don't want to come and stress you. And you say one thing about me, Asa, is that I like good thing. Makachineke. To God, I think I like good thing. And if I see something good, I must approach. Asawa may I? Asawa may I?
To and fro, here and there, looking for love everywhere. I'm the solution to your puzzled life. Why can't you see that I care? How many tears will you cry? How many disappointments before you realize I am all you need? Give my love a chance. Standing right here with outstretched arms, you got to understand. If you only look my way, hear the voice I say, I offer you real love. How long must I wait? I am here, right here waiting for you. I am here. Achalugo, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife. I already know how all of this is going to end. And Bella Naija will be the one to cover our wedding.
The rain for the street now.
Na God.
God, the rain.
Na God. Absolutely.
I love it. Talk to me about one cultural or traditional practice that you think we need to do away with already.
Everything that happens when you lose a husband, you know, where you have to shave your hair, where some people still do drinking of the corpse's water. Your husband's brother takes over as your husband. If it's figurative where he says, oh, you're not my wife, I take care of you, take care of the kids, you know, that's something. But where he has to sleep with you, his brother's wife, I feel like all those practices should just be done. They should just be thrown to the deepest parts of the ocean, because for me, it's trash.
What I think is every man should learn how to treat women like Odogu treated Achalugo. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what she said.
You know, there are some people who say Nigeria pre-colonialism, that we have it better after they came. What do you think?
How do you know that, dog? Like, you know, like my question is always like, how do you know that if we were left by ourselves, we wouldn't have been good? They came, they brought their own stuff. We're here now. We see some of the pros, but there are a lot of cons, you know. So I think if we had been left alone, we would have been far better.
A sight for sore eyes. It's not the flight for sore eyes. It's a sight for sore eyes. Why
why do I have to be called a simp because I'm taking care of my woman? You know, like, why am I simping, if there's any word like that, just because I'm in love with a woman and I'm taking care of her? I feel that if you decide not to take care of a woman, it's on you. But a lot of men, and I believe that I speak for a lot of men who are not toxic, that giving is part of love. You know, giving is part of romance. Giving is part of affection. It's a love language, you know, and if that's the language my babe or my wife speaks, why not? I would speak it very loud and clear. If I have to use my money or my wealth to make my wife comfortable and make her feel and see that she sees that she's appreciated and all of that, then I would do it. I don't think simping or taking care of my woman is simping. There's a lot of toxic masculinity that has been fed to a lot of people. And there is a place of honing your craft. There's a place of getting better at what you do. You can't come to spar with people who have been doing this for a long time and you're coming half-baked, not ready, mediocre. You know, you can't, you have to. So I act every chance that I had, I acted. I acted from primary school to secondary school to university to church. I did stage plays, thousands of stage plays. I was trained by some of the best theater people, you know, so I never stopped flexing and working my acting muscles. I never stopped till tomorrow. I never stopped exercising my acting muscles. So I feel like anybody who, and I'm not just talking about drama or performers, musicians, stand-up comedians, vocalists, instrumentalists, just keep working, keep rehearsing. I think, you know, by the time you're ready, the world will be ready for you. Like that scene where he had to buy the house to get her number. I don't know if, you know, it was a little exaggerated. I don't know anybody who would do that. But the backstory to that was that he's a businessman. Now, he didn't set out to buy the house or to buy the building because he wanted her number. It was a building that he was going to buy anyway. But it happened that her office was in the building that he had already bought, right? So people don't see that. I can't explain that, but it was in the backstory. Do you understand? But yeah, so but I don't know if Uzor can do that.
It's not like I don't set out to be funny, but I know that I have a lot of humor on my inside. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm going to be funny here and here, but when I'm doing the scene, I feel the comedy, I feel the comic, I feel the humor, and I just let it out.
This is the only vessel that I have, and as a human being who is an artist, I try to get as many experiences. I actually go out to get experiences. Some people call it adventures, you know, but I like to experience a lot of things so that I have an idea, I have an arsenal, I have a reservoir of emotions and reactions and experiences that I can feed off from, I can pull out or pull up when I need them. They're like files stored in different compartments in my head.
Someone who's regularly on my page, and she says, in her own words, I don't know if I put it correctly, she says, I'm a mixture or a blend of fire and ice. You know, fire and ice, hot and cold, you know, like best of both worlds, you know. And I feel like that's one of the best compliments I've received as a human being. You know, people now doing the whole Achalugo, I'm broke, or Achalugo. They just have made a mess of the entire thing. But it was interesting to see. I haven't had that in my entire career, but seeing that was fun.
Yeah, Odogu, we are broke, you know.